such a tumultuous season last year. How are you going to top it with the next season?
I have no idea. Season 4, the story is very different. You know, we change it up every season. I do that for a lot of reasons. One of them is just my own creative, wanting to stay excited about the story itself. The characters obviously remain consistent, but the story changes. And so season 1 was our origin story, season 2 was Mount Weather, season 3 was the AI story, and season 4 is the Earth strikes back. The environment itself starts to break down, and our heroes realize pretty quickly that they're not going to be able to stop this thing that's coming. I think one of the things that's in our DNA now, after 3 seasons, I think it's pretty obvious, which is we say that something terrible is going to happen, and then it happens. Like, there's no 11th hour save, and so this now is going to happen in a huge global apocalyptic way. It's a post-apocalyptic show that another apocalypse is happening in, which I think is cool, and that's, how we try to top ourselves. And I have to say, although it's really dark, we're going to, ironically, I think, find that this season is much lighter than last season in the sense of, it's important to me to, where do you find hope when there is no hope? How do you react to that sort of terminal diagnosis that they get, that they're all going to die in 6 months? And we'll see people, the range of reactions. Someone like Clark will, of course, fight until her last dying breath to save everybody. And others will maybe just say, fuck it, we have been fighting too long, it's time to live. I want to live to the fullest until the end comes, and throw a party that lasts 6 months. I mean, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's, I think, one of the ways that we find light and hope and love. I want to love the people that I love as much as I can while I can, because I'm going to be dead 6 months from now. So I think, ironically, we find a lot of hope and heart that way.
Was this always something that you had mapped out? I mean, did you know that was season 1, that was season 2, that was season 3?
Yes and no. I mean, I have sort of an end game in mind that we're aiming for, but because we sort of change things up and I like to tell different stories every season, it's really endlessly expandable. And if I come up with a story that I love, I can say, okay, well, we're going to push the end game story out a little bit and tell this story this year. And I have, 12 really talented writers that are working in the office with me, and everything always gets better when it goes through the writer's room process. So it wasn't all mapped out. I come in every season with a plan and with the big story, and then we figure it all out as a group together.
The cast has been kind of split the past couple seasons in different locations. Are we going to see more of them together, or are they going to be splitting?
Yes and no. I loved it in this season when the delinquents finally made it back together. That was obviously a great sort of energizing sprint to the finish thing. And they're together still, and they'll be together, but ultimately when they begin to have to figure out how we're going to survive, it's not like, oh, that's a good idea, let's all run over there and pursue that. They gotta have to kind of divide and conquer and check things out individually, separately. So we're going to have some really interesting, multiple adventure squads, different groups of people together that we've seen before in some ways, some really cool pairings, and we try to orchestrate that in a way that there's lots of interpersonal conflict between characters. I don't want to give too much away about what those groups are going to be yet, but it'll be charged, it'll be fun.